does it work from the inside? I mean, because you want to play every play, don't you?
Yeah. And I'd tell you that. I think Elijah would tell you, I want to be the starter. Elijah wants to be the starter. We got freshmen in our room who are working to be the starter. But at the end of the day, only one guy can be on the field, and that's when you have to perform every day in practice. You have to perform every single day on the field, and I think that's when you grow. Because I'm sitting there in practice, if I'm not having a great day, somebody behind me is having a pretty good day, you better bring it now. Like, you got to turn it on, and it works the same any normal quarterback would be. Sometimes they come in at halftime and say, hey, we're going to David's second half.
You sit and watch video.
Yeah.
You see yourself, because of them, seeing stuff you weren't seeing,
Yeah, I think,
2 years ago or a year ago.
I think if you looked at my numbers from my sophomore year to my junior year, you'd see the improvement in my completion percentage and less turnovers. And that's what I've seen my growth in them with. Now you see this, last year you would have tried to force it down the field, got you in a bad situation, you might have turned the ball over. Now just take this easy completion, we'll live to play the next down, 2nd and 4, instead of going for a home run on this play. And, that's just a small example, but I think you see it in the numbers of jump in completion percentage, less turnovers. That's the Brohm effect.
You're going to expect some really high competition. The competition between Dave and I really elevates our play, because whenever I see him make a good throw, I have to make a good throw right after it. I can't let him get too far ahead of me. And so it's really cool because we've never let that get in the way of our friendship. And so it really just excels us on the field, and we still get to be close and talk outside of football. It starts with our leadership. Because Jeff Brohm is such a good offensive coach, and Brian did the time, we trust them, we embrace this, because we believe that they think they know what's best for us, and so we're going to do whatever they tell us. And when they feel like David's a better player, then I'm going to support that, and I'm going to try to help David as much as I can. When they feel like I'm the better player for that game, whatever it may be, we trust our coaches, and so it's been pretty cool and a cool dynamic to be a part of. The fact that David and I are always talking while we're in football, while we're in the locker room, while we're working out, we're constantly around each other and showing the guys we're in this for Purdue football. It's not about me, it's not about David, it's not about who starts, it's about Purdue football winning games, and I think we understand that, and we try to really instill that in our teammates.
You could have gone to a place that was in desperate need of a quarterback and ensured that you would start every game. Why did you decide to stay with Purdue?
Yeah, as much as great as going somewhere and transferring and starting right away sounds, I've seen it not work out for some guys around the country, guys I've played with. I've seen it not work out for. I've seen guys come to our team, grad transfer, and it not work out. And most importantly, I wasn't about to get up and leave the guys I've gone into battle with for the last 4 years, sweating, cried, bled with, through tough times, through some of the roughest stretch of Purdue football. As we were turning this thing around, as we were getting that point in the right direction, I wasn't about to get up and leave. Kirk Barron and Cole Herman, Eric Swimmer, guys I've been there with for 5 years. They look to me as a leader. I think I've made an impact on their lives a little bit, and I wanted to be there for this last 6 months we've got together.
Hey, Coach Ryan McNeil, obviously Unfiltered. First 4 games are at home, like you mentioned, a really tough schedule. How do you balance starting strong with the chance that it could be a 4-6 start and that kind of thing, repeating from last year?
Well, for us, I think we're in a little bit different boat as some of the other teams. We actually have 11 Power 5 teams on our schedule, and we enjoy that aspect of it. I think we need that. It's important for us to play great competition, and while we may not win as many as we would like, it will help our team get better. So we're excited about the schedule we have. We know each and every week it's going to be a tough opponent. It's going to be a challenge, but we've got Northwestern at home, which is going to be a great challenge for us. Team that beat us, like I said, very handily the first game, last year, and then Eastern Michigan. But then our non-conference of Missouri and Boston College, that'll be a test. Both bowl teams, and then into conference play. So for us, it's about getting better and hopefully finding a way to get over that 6-win threshold and see if we can build on that. But we're encouraged by the schedule we have, and I know our fans will come out and enjoy watching those games.
After winning a bowl game last season, how do you guys up the ante or even just improve from that last season, this season?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough task. I mean,
going into last season, there were like really no expectations or very low expectations for our team. But now that what we've seen we can do in year one with this coach, they're going to expect a lot more than 7-6. So I think we're excited for the challenge and we're ready to take it to the next level.
Now, your first 4 games are at home, which you think would be a great thing, but the first game against Northwestern, you got Drew Lock, who could be an NFL quarterback a year from now. You have A.J. Dillon, who's getting some Heisman hype. How tough could those first 4 games be, and how important are they for you not to repeat that 4-6 start from last year, 3-6 start from last year?
Yeah, we went on like a three-game losing streak. I forget what the exact record was at one point, but yeah, it wasn't good for a while. Yeah, I think probably was 3-6 because we had to win 3 games straight. Yeah.
It was tough.
Yeah, it was tough. But I'm excited we have 4 home games to start off with. I think after our success last season, our fans are going to be really excited to see and load up Ross-Ade. So I think it can be very advantageous for us in that environment. I just hope our fans come out and sell out. And we want to put on a show for them. We want to show them that it wasn't just a fluke season last year. That Purdue is heading in an upward direction. So it's going to be a challenge, but I think we're excited for it.
Now you mentioned only looking at that first game against Northwestern. They have the longest win streak of all of college football right now. It's on ESPN at home. Any thoughts on that first game that's coming in a month from now?
I didn't know they had the longest win streak, but that's really good. That just goes to show you how formidable of an opponent they are and how Coach Fitzgerald has done with that program and how good of a team they are and the players they have. So it's definitely going to be a big game for us. I mean, they beat us last year. We know what they're capable of. Now it's just we know what we're going to get. Now we have to go out there and execute every play against those guys. It's going to be a battle, definitely a 4-quarter battle, maybe more. We don't know. But I'm excited for the opportunity to play against a caliber team like that week 1.
After winning a bowl game last season, how do you up the ante, or what are your expectations for this season?
Well, we definitely want to make it back to a bowl game. Like, our goal is to win a Big Ten championship, so we're coming to work every day. Like, we were 7-6 last year. That's not nearly where we want to be. Like, we want to be in a double-digit win season, and so because we weren't as good as we want to be, there's still a lot of drive and motivation with us. Because if we would have had an even better year, maybe we were 9-3 or something like that. Like, we could be like, oh, we made it, but we haven't got to that point yet. So the drive's still there.
You guys started, I think, 4-6 last year, had a huge rally to get into that bowl game. Mm-hmm. You guys have your first 4 games at home, which seems like it's great, but you got Northwestern with the highest win streak in college football. You got Missouri with Drew Lock, who's a great quarterback. You got A.J. Dillon. You got a really tough 4 games. How big are those first 4 games so you don't dig a hole again this season?
Right. And it's going to be huge for our team in making sure that we're setting the tone for the season. And if we can start it off right with winning those games, it's really going to help our confidence and building our momentum into the later part of the season where our spirits are still high and when we're willing to put in the time still. If we start losing hope or we start losing those games and teams start kind of like checking out, we can't have our teammates start checking out. So we need to make sure that we're coming prepared and that we're not overlooking anyone because every game is going to be a grind.
Your first 4 games are at home, which is great, but you're playing Northwestern with the longest win streak of all in college football right now. You have Drew Lock coming with Missouri, a great team. A.J. Dillon's getting some Heisman hype. Those first 4 games, how big are they? Because you don't want to start, 4-6 again, 3-6 like last season. You need that good start. So how big are those first 4 games at home?
Huge, man. Those first 4, we have to get out on the right foot, like exactly what you said, because we play a really tough schedule this year. Our crossover games, you get Michigan State and Ohio State. It's not typically, not the easiest teams to draw from the east side, and so we have to get out started strong, especially at home. Give you some momentum, get you get Missouri at home, you get Boston College at home, and then we got some good road games that we need some momentum going into with Nebraska. Play at Indiana, play at Michigan State, some really good places to play, Nebraska, and we have to have some momentum going into those, some belief, so chance chance to have a successful season.
You were voted the strongest arm in the Big Ten. How have you built up your arm strength, and what kind of drills do you do to build that arm strength up?
Well, I'd have to say that being a pitcher in high school was really what taught me to have a strong arm. Like, you have to really bring it in baseball. You can't just throw it across the plate and let someone tee off on it. So you really have to throw it hard, and doing a lot of shoulder work and back to really make sure that you have the elasticity in your arm to be able to throw it really hard.
I've heard Coach Holt say it's going to be best on the defense before, but best on the team, that's an incredibly crazy thing to hear from a head coach, and it definitely fires me up, and I'm glad that he has that confidence in me, that he has that belief in me, and he thinks I'm that type of caliber of player, especially coming from someone like him. So.